Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings with the highest and purest white light with best interest of me and the collective at heart only. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Pisces into your family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? So this is a Hermes reading, okay? But I'm gonna get the overall energy first. Oh, so we got Virgin, okay? So it says maintaining symbolic purity to heart and spirit, okay? So I think you're just doing a really good job of like being open, I feel like, because the shadow attribute says fear of intimate union, and I just don't feel like that's the vibe. We got romance and connection at the bottom of this deck, so I feel like if you do want to enter into anything like that at this time, like it should be fine. It's going to be angelically protected, and it's going to be something that you manifested. But there's some part of this that you're going to have to surrender to. Like you're going to have to trust your alien. I was going to say your angels, but I said almost said aliens or like avians. I don't know. Maybe you're connected to the avians in some sort of way. Anyways, what's the rest of the overall energy? Wait, I was at the bottom of this deck. The poet, okay. So also, this is perfect going at the bottom of here. I'm gonna keep this too. So it says express soul insights in symbolic language, okay. And then this says ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So I feel like you're not really reliant on just only allowing your thoughts to run things. Like I feel like you're doing a good job of keeping both the balance, but I did say that. I said being open. I want to like he's like bring it back, from the love, because it's really not a love reading. If anything, it could be about the love that you have going on for yourself at this time. Like you're just keeping things very pure, keeping your energy pure, not really letting anybody enter it, and also I see the intuitive downloads cards or something like that. You're getting a lot of downloads at this time, so you got to trust the universe and trust that, and trust the experiences that you've been through to learn certain things, because I feel like now's the time where your courage and bravery is like the most necessary. Like it's really important for you to keep your strength up and really not get distracted by the things that are going on outside of you, okay? Like just exercise the word no at this time. Yeah, just focus on doing your spiritual work and staying as aligned as you can. Like, just don't let it bother you. Yeah, show forgiveness and understanding to anything that you run into with people outside of you. It's like I tell you guys about everything that's going on, but like I say again, I just channel the messages that I get, okay? I tell you what spirit want to say, and I do it in my way, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you're supposed to do for the divine too. And wherever they place you or whatever they encourage you to do, you're supposed to hop in that thing and do it the way that you do it, because there's nothing more strong, no boost to your courage and bravery like you really believing in yourself and like just boosting yourself up to be your most confident. That's what really boosts everything up for you. And I think like you're doing a really good job at that. I seen the distance card. I feel like this distance that you're kind of keeping from everybody at this time is very necessary for you and for your energy and for like just keeping your head clear, because I feel like there's people outside of you that could be trying to battle with you a little bit, and it's like it's not your fight no more, because I feel like this is something that you really surrendered. So you're doing a good job. Look, release. This is something you already released. So I feel like you're highly gifted, okay? You got to trust yourself. Trust the little songs that you be singing and everything that you be saying. Like it all has some sort of like meaning, okay? It all means something to you, and it's all about just the way you pay attention to yourself and see that, look at survival, okay? So I feel like the little channel messages and things that you get are very important to your survival when it comes to your community outside of you at this time, okay? I tried to bring it back away from the other people, but that's where he took it, okay? What else? We got upheaval. But let's see what it says. I'm hearing like healthy upheaval. Okay, so I feel like he's showing me like just something being snatched out by the roots, just like this plant right here. Like he showed me that to make me zoom in on this. Like there's something being snatched out by the root and it's causing a little bit of upheaval, but your treasure is safe right here on the ground, not caught up in all of the things that are being like seemingly destroyed around you. It says nature does not discriminate. Upheaval is a reminder that things can change on a whim through no fault of your own. Are you prepared for change? Are you able to regain your composure and fly off to a better, more stable position? From being laid off to being forced to move to a new home, change can appear sudden and sometimes cruel, but not always, okay? It says sometimes there are clues that change is coming, yet we ignore the signs. Sometimes change brings a fortunate situation or moves us into a position to receive a greater opportunity. When upheaval appears, ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave just below the surface, that something is about to shift in your life, and he's saying like forest shocks, with that earthquake energy, like sometimes, there's a few, well, there's shocks before sometimes and there's aftershocks, so that's why he said four shocks, where it's just like a little rumble or whatever, or even that weird energy, like the day that an earthquake is going to happen, like they're giving you those kind of warnings in your life when it comes to upheaval, So though you might feel a little bit of it emotionally or it might come to your attention, I think you're doing a good job of just expressing your soul insights about it to the divine and maintaining that pure hearted energy, It says when you connect with your intuition, you will get a feeling that something is about to happen. You will pick up on the changing energy that will soon impact your life. When you can anticipate a coming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for the shakeup. Okay, so like I said, really trust yourself and trust the things that you feel are coming to you, and just focus on staying committed to, your sacred space. And just like when you do feel those types of things, don't engage in that risky behavior if you don't really have to, He's saying like just like stay on your P's and Q's because you're a leader of the people. Okay, hold on, let me get into these notes now. Okay, so this is of course from the Son of Sirach. I'm almost done with these, I promise. Okay, so it is chapter 44, verses 4 through 6 and verse 11. Okay, so it says, leaders of the people, by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning, meet for the people, wise and eloquent are their instructions, such as found out musical tunes and recited verses in writing. Okay, it says, rich men furnished with ability, living peacefully in their habitations. It says, with their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant. Okay, so verse 4. Okay, the leaders of the people, by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning, meet for the people. Wise and eloquent are their instructions. Okay, so your instruction at this time is to really maintain this wisdom. When I looked up wise, it said having or showing experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Okay, it says wisdom and judgment comes from good or God, it comes from a God place. Okay, so that's why they're saying to really boost that up in your life as much as possible right now. It says wise and eloquent are their instructions. Okay, so eloquent means fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing, okay? It says clearly expressing or indicating something. For example, the touches of fatherliness are eloquent of the real man, okay? So the touches or energetic impressions of the Father or the All or the Most High or God give a real man his true eloquence, okay? So this energy that you're tapped into, where you're able to find this information in musical tunes and recited verses and in writing, okay? This is what it literally says. It's literally talking about what I do every day, okay? And I feel like a lot of you guys do it too, very naturally, and you might not realize how much you actually do it, how much of the things you say and do are channeled things, okay? But it says, such as found out musical tunes and recited verses in writing. This is how your gifts literally work, okay? So you have to pay attention to everything that happens around you in your life, and all of the little, songs that you just sing randomly. They're saying like he's saying, because this is Hermes reading, he's saying there's no such thing as random, okay? There's no such thing as coincidence. Every single situation that you run into, it's meant to teach you something or show you something or be some sort of sign. You just have to pay attention. And I just feel like it's a little bit different for you. Like it's a little bit like stronger on that for you, but maybe you're just not really realizing, because you could have things going on outside of you, or having certain upheavals in parts of your life. And people act like, oh, well, if something goes wrong at this time, well, then you must be getting karma. But it's not always karma, okay? Sometimes it's just a certain situation of upheaval that you need to experience in order to learn that lesson and have that growth. You're still in school. Just because the energy changed, that don't mean nothing. The rules just changed, and now it's time to take in a lot of new information. Also, there's a lot of information coming from inside of you. So when I looked up habitation, it said a place in which to live, a house or a home. Okay, the example was he built his home close to the river. Okay, so I started singing, I was born by the river. It's been a long, long time coming. And when he said, oh, I know, a change gonna come, or something like that. So when I looked into the symbolism, like what does it mean? What does it really mean when they say I was born by the river? So that space next to the river, it is a land where life is fuller and richer for everyone. You really truly was born by the river, baby. And as long as you come home to yourself, as long as you are a rich man, furnished with the ability that God has blessed you with, and that you're following your channel messages and paying attention to the things that are being brought to you, you will always live peacefully in your own habitations. And you're doing a great job. But I think you just need to pay attention to your signs just a little bit more. Like it's that energy of like maybe you're second guessing what spirit's saying to you. Like you don't really know, like when they're talking, and when you're like, if you're overthinking or whatever. And that's why it's really important to like keep your mind as clear as possible all day long, because it's easy for certain, like, okay, so it's easy for your monkey mind to take over the channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to always get to that 0 point energy that you find in meditation all the time, because God is in the silence, okay? It says the land by the river is fertile and consistently in a state of replenishment. Go to your room. My dog is being so bad. So you are always going to be fertile. You are in a constant state of replenishment at this time. So that's even more of a reason for you to not worry about any upheaval that you may experience at this time, or anything that seems to be going wrong, because things don't really go wrong for you, okay? You're going through this time where you're healing a lot of childhood trauma, healing from all of these things that you have heard about, so that you can step into an energy where you're more limitless. So keep on keeping your spirit and energy very clear, okay? Because this is the end of living in confusion. There's no more confusing you. There's no more tricking you, okay? It was 1444 on the clock when I said that. It says trust in the universe, okay? So really trust in your journey and in the way that you're walking. Because I feel like you're doing really great. We got new beginnings, and it's like when there's what seemed to be a perfectly good building there in a lot, okay, showing me like an empty building, okay, he's saying it seems to be a perfectly good building and it has a foundation and everything, but some new person came in or some new energy came in, and it's like, no, 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 this won't do. This doesn't match the map, the plan that I have planned out. So what are they going to do? They're going to use their money wisely and tear that down and build the vision that they see. They're not going to try to make this little building work when they know it's not going to be enough for this big thing they're trying to build. So they're not going to tamper with the foundation, but they're going to get rid of all of these things that sit on the foundation that they no longer need. So let spirit do that in your life, okay? Yeah, it says believe you're receiving support in your dreams, You're building something bigger. Okay, so don't hold on to certain things just because you feel like, well, I'm fine with that, like I can just work with that. Spirit saying some things, they don't want you to just work with it. They want you to just heal it and just drop it completely, so that they can put some completely new energy into whatever it is that you're doing. It's going to bring you into a healthier state of yourself, and you already could be feeling like really good because you are doing very well. Like, he doesn't want me to like make you feel like you're doing great. You just have to stay courageous and brave at this time. It says set your intention, okay? And then it says my intention is that all God's wishes for me come true, and because you're in that state of mind, like the universe or God or your angels or whatever you want to call them, they're really meeting you halfway with the positive intentions that you've set for yourself, even though there could be a little bit of upheaval and things that require your courage and bravery along the way. It says you're taking steps to financial freedom, and he's saying that's not always an easy thing to do. And sometimes, you experience growing pains. So you could definitely be going through that. Okay, it says a herbal book is calling your name. So maybe look into like if you feel pain in certain parts of your body or whatever, like look into it's an easy Google to see like which chakra that thing is connected to, what can you eat that supports that chakra, what kind of herbs work well with your energy, like there's a need for you to learn a bit more about herbs. I feel like your body responds very well to them once you have a deeper knowledge of like what each one of them does and what you want them to bring to your body. When you know more about the herbs and things that you're ingesting, then you're able to consciously consume that energy, if it makes any sense. Like, yes, you were eating it and it was doing a little bit, but when you know it, you consciously are choosing to consume that energy to improve your energy, and it's much more powerful with the intention. There's no power behind something without your intention and your will to do that thing or to take, in that thing. It says, I heal when I accept the situation and move forward and forgive myself and those who hurt me, That's how you get the money, power, respect, okay? But I don't know. I feel like maybe you also could have a lot of people in your energy who that's just like their main focus. Like they want the money, the cars, the clothes, the hoes, I suppose, okay? I want the money and the cars and the clothes, the hoes, I suppose. I just wanna be successful. Look at the Seven of Swords. But I mean, they're just being very sneaky about the way that they get to success. I feel like not only do they have like some sort of secret society connections, but they're missing that connection that they have going on with God, So I think those are the things that are being ripped by the root out of your life. And I think you're doing a good job of like choosing what things you want to participate and what things you just really don't. Like you're reading the energy very well, okay? What's the end of living in confusion? Because you're seeing things very clearly. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, you walked away from that confusion type of energy and you actually healed it. There's no end, like they don't have no way to get into your energy. You're moving forward. I'm hearing, and there's not a damn thing left to do. Okay, I'm gonna fly away. Look at the high priestess. I'm gonna fly away. Why don't you run away with me, sweet baby? Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Come on. All you have to do is maintain this trust, is what he's saying. Like, you're this beautiful, high priest, deeper knowledge, hidden secret, heaven type of energy. So you just have to trust in the power of you, and trust that you're not seeing things wrong. You're seeing things very right. And you have been walking away from the proper things at the proper time. But it requires so much courage and bravery, because sometimes it can take a little bit longer. He's saying there can be setbacks, hiccups along the way. But if you look at it more as like these setbacks and hiccups getting you trained and ready and prepared for the bigger energies or the bigger problems or the bigger issues that at their base are the same as these little problems and little issues you're having, you'll be more equipped to handle the bigger place that you're going, the new beginning that you stepped into. What's new beginning? The Eight of Swords, okay? And the Two of Wands. So it's like, it's very important to this new beginning that you choose, like, don't put yourself in a mental entrapment about the upheaval. Like, really just, if you do find yourself, feeling emotions about it or feeling irritated about it, like, just take that time to pray, to tell God exactly what it is that's on your heart and on your mind, and just be very honest, and he'll come in with that relief and also with that confirmation, with that little message, with that answer that will bring you more understanding, because you are leader of the people. It says, and by their knowledge of learning, meet for the people. So it's like, you have to know everything. You have to have all of the proper knowledge that it takes for you to do your job right. And God's not about to let you be falling short on that. So yes, sometimes you're going to get downloads that you would rather not hear, that you just don't want, because I even this morning, I told Spirit, like, I really don't want to hear that, But they like, you just asked for confirmation 10 minutes ago, and I said, I laughed, like, I did ask for confirmation, So you just have to, like, know that they're bringing things in for you. And in order for it to come in very fast and for you to be able to remain passionate about it, you have to, like, just step out of that mental entrapment and keep your mind and your energy very calm, so that they can even access you fully, What's believe receiving support in your dreams? The Sun. Like, it really is the sun for you. Bright, beautiful, happy times. These things you've been, getting all these messages about, really truly coming in. But like, maintaining that belief, because it don't move at the same pace as it does for everyone else. It's not always gonna match what the people outside of you have going on. And there's a huge need. It's like, excuse me, it's very important that you become okay with that, okay? Like, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. And he's saying, he really said, like, and the longer it takes, most of the time, the better it is. So just be patient and just know that things are coming, even if the thing that you're in a mental entrapment about is the exposure of the others that you were, like, promised. It's coming. But for some of y'all, it's more of that energy of, like, am I wrong? And Spirit's like, you're not wrong, okay? You are not wrong. You are the high priestess. You know exactly what's going on. And you could even be, like, having some sort of emotional upset because you literally feel the way that shit is finna get, okay? It's finna get a little bit crazy because this exposure that you called in is a big thing. It's not a little thing, and it needs to be handled properly. And all you got to do is do your part and stay calm about everything and keep tapping in with spirit and learning what you can learn as it unfolds, especially when it comes to how you feel, how to manage these types of emotions, okay? What set your intention? The Ten of Swords, okay? So God's wishes for you is to never have to deal with this Ten of Swords type of energy again, okay? With the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And that's why he helped you to turn the wheel in your favor. Because you were really willing to put in this hard work. And it is definitely paying off, you know? But his intention for you is also for you to have a very clear mind and to feel very good and confident about standing in your truth. To stand in your truth with all the confidence that he's backing you, you know? Not like coming in and out of like, you know, your hermit shell, like, you know, like, don't be on some Groundhog Day type stuff, you know? Just come out, you know, it's spring already. Come on out and enjoy it. What's taking steps to financial freedom? We got the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups, okay? So it's like, you know, this ultimate authority, this ultimate power, okay? Like I said, all God's wishes for you. He wishes for you to feel this Ten of Cups energy, this complete happiness and understanding that you are tapped into the rainbow bridge, to your ancestors, to the divine, straight directly into him. And that you are taking the proper steps to get to this free place where you feel financially comfortable. He needs you to get there so you can reach the full potential of where he's even trying to take you. So it's like, it's a given is what I'm hearing. It's a given. You're going to get there. Because you can't do what they need you to do if you don't. So just have the trust that you're going to get there, that you're already there, okay? What's the herbal book is calling your name, and I accept the situation when I move forward. The Nine of Pentacles, okay? So they're saying, like, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling anxiety, there's an herb for that. You know, if you're feeling worried, if you need to relax, if you're having a hard time sleeping, there's an herb for that. Whatever it is you got to do to keep your independent wealth up and safe, you know. And here's more of that spirit being right here by your side, whispering in your ear type of energy. Like, they really keep you up on game. Okay, let me get another one for that. The Two of Pentacles. It's like, maybe it's your thought around money a little bit. Like the feeling that you always have to juggle it. Like 1 minute you have it and the other you just don't, you know. But they're saying like it's all a part of the process. Like just continue to see yourself harvesting. There's this sneaky energy, like this balance to your life is sneaking up on you. But I think that this anxiety that you experience about it sometimes has the tendency to like affect the magic, you know, to hold up the justice just a little bit. Like if you change your perspective to this, you already holding it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and believe that the financial freedom steps are being taken properly, you know, like have a little confidence is all he's saying. And then, you know, you'll have it. We got Libra right here at the bottom of the deck. Also, I think you need to have a little bit more consideration for you and yourself and where you really are at. Like, really look at yourself as a leader. Because you lead by example. It doesn't, what you have does not make you a leader. It's your values, it's your beliefs, it's your love and compassion and affection that you show for others. That is the part of you that leads by example, because people see that and they want to be like you. You are a natural example because they naturally want to carry those traits within their soul, okay? What's the end of living in confusion in the Eight of Cups? We got the house 7. Okay, it says profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. I don't know. You could have had a lot of confusion when it came to this types of things, like in your relationships. Like maybe you couldn't see people for who they were for a very long time. And it could even be like kind of irritating now that you just see that shit so clear. Like I feel like I was ignoring a lot of shit like that I just wasn't see. But he's saying like it's so much deeper than that. It was just like heavily cloaked, you know. What's trust in the universe and the high priestess? Opposition, okay? Imbalance, a point of tension and a power struggle, okay? Like I said, it was just cloaked heavily. But now I feel like you see who the ops are, and it could be like, you know, just a little bit. But it's like, don't worry about it. Because if you worry about it too much, that's what causes the imbalance, you know. That's what gives the tension power, that it's double-sided. But if you let it continue to be something that's one-sided, then it holds no power over you. What's new beginnings? The Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands. The Moon, okay? It says satisfy emotional needs, nurture yourself and others, you know? So just continue to do that. Like choose to do that. And know that these people are in mental entrapments, okay? That they're the ones experiencing the real upheaval. That you're just feeling like the aftershocks of their little attacks and shit that they're going through, okay? You're not under attack. You're on in a heightened state of psychic activity is what he's saying, okay? Let's believe you're receiving support in your dreams. And the Sun. The Cancer, okay? Also, I don't know, some Cancer could be getting exposed. They're going under the sun, but you could be a Cancer, or you could just have that, like, you know, really hard on the outside, very soft on the inside. And it's important for you to, like, nurture that beautiful, soft part of you, you know, not be defensive, you know, and, like, you know, try to, like, hurry up and get out of situations before you even know what's going to happen just because you feel so defensive. Like, don't do that. Just nurture that soft part of you, and that's how you're going to bring more sun and joy in your life. It's the sun and joy that is supporting the dream and also making things very clear for you to see. What's set intention? My intention is that God's wishes for me come true. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. House 5 with passion, play, confidence, and creativity. Exactly, you know. God's wish for you is also for you to remain very passionate, for you to play freely, you know what I mean? For you to enjoy your life, enjoy your kids, and have confidence in the things that you create because you know He's backing you every step of the way. What's taking steps to financial freedom? The Ten of Cups and the Hierophant. House 10, okay? Structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So like I said, it's already done. You have already accomplished the structure and discipline and accomplished, you know, all of these things as far as God is concerned, baby. You are already like a professional in your field and you're making 6 figures and you're doing everything in His eyes. This is how He sees you. Already a success in your highest energy, making the biggest impression on the world that touches and heals so many people that it's just amazing, okay? Already receiving the praises in the spiritual realm for your accomplishments that you haven't even touched yet, but they know you're going to do it for sure. And they need you to know that too. What's the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles? Transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies, you know. It's like a need for you to face the fear a little bit. Like he said, you know, look at yourself like you're this leader with House 2, which talks about physical security and possessions, material values, and self-worth. You know, he's saying never tie your worth to anything that you have. Even if you feel physically like you're just not secure and you know that, like, even if you're not in a materialistic place with it, is what he's saying. Like, don't tie the two together. They don't go together. Okay. Like, yes, when your self-worth is high, you do attract money, but nothing that you ever have outside of you really says anything about the wealth that you carry. And just know that, like, all of this work, all of these things they already seen you accomplish is carrying over to your seed. Because verse 11 said, with their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant. So you got it. And your kids got it too. And it's secure and it's safe because you did the work to make it so. Yeah, we got Gemini at the bottom of the deck. It talks about curiosity, intellect, and networking. So maybe even getting out there, networking a little bit more. And just knowing, like, your antennas are all the way up, like, do, 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 okay? You out here picking up any little hint of bullshit, okay? So just, like, don't be afraid to be very curious, okay? It's not going to kill the cat, baby. And if the cat does run into something that it's never seen or doesn't understand, it might, hurt itself a little bit or just barely escape the danger, because cats are fast and very agile and they always land on their feet, So even if you do have those close calls, now oh, I'm not going to fuck with that no more. Or next time, if I'm going to do that, I know it does this, so I'm going to already be, out of the way. I know not to stand right here when I'm doing this, Just, like, really trust the things you're learning, because nothing at all is a coincidence ever. There's no accidents or nothing for you right now. They're trying to make everything crystal clear. What's the final thought on this? First things first, okay? So I feel like you're baby stepping your way, like you're baby stepping your way to this beautiful thing. But soon you're going to be, playing freely and really charging at the things that you want. More of that courageous energy with this lion energy right here. And just know, like, you've been doing a whole lot of mending. That's the first thing I said, that you're healing from, like, childhood traumas or something like that. All right, let's see. Oh, I passed it. So it says, take your first steps to the next place on your path. It's okay to wobble, okay? It's time for baby steps, so lace up those toddler shoes and get going. When little ones learn to walk, they're just happy to be upright and moving. They're also in the moment. They cry when they fall, and they giggle when they cruise across the room. It's time to get real about simplifying your days and goals. Break down your problem projects or plans by doing one small step at a time, okay? It says this card is a message that grounding in the physical realm is divine. Gently addressing life's challenges and God's plan for you are part of the human divine experience. You are learning to follow divine guidance one moment at a time, okay? It says celebrate your willingness to not know the outcome. Living in the moment takes practice. Be willing to wobble while you walk. You are building your spiritual foundation in the real world one step at a time. First things first, but then on the next page is flavorful futures. And it says, yum, yum, your future looks delicious, So, like, keep affirming that over your future, that it's going to be so great. I'm so glad I achieved everything I put my mind to, It says just being yourself, allowing your psychic abilities to flourish, and doing self-care sets the stage for a positive future, okay? So just try to do as much of that as possible with that continued knowledge of your worth. Okay, you're great. You got this. Okay, so with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, and I'll see you later, my love. Bye.